I feel like it's really difficult for me to be able to do anything at all. I can't, you know, I mean, I can't even walk the grocery store, you know, without having it be just this incredibly difficult thing that I have to like prepare myself to do for days, and then it takes me like days to recover from it, and it's just, my life is just absolutely horrible. It's horrible. It's horrible. It's horrible. It's horrifying. I suppose there are people for whom it's amusing. I think there's something wrong with those people, right? Okay, so why don't we talk about this? Since I am thinking, you know, thinking about moving to Charlottesville has nothing to do with Zac Efron. Has absolutely nothing to do with him. In fact, the fact that the place, you know, I didn't know where the University of Virginia was. I kind of just thought of it all of a sudden. And then when I found out it was in Charlottesville, I thought, oh, that's not good, you know, because I know what people are going to say about it, but it's like there's nowhere I can move to. I mean, it's like there's places in the Boston area I would consider moving to, except I couldn't, you know, like Brighton. That's, you know, I may just have to say I have to try to find some place to live, because I do, you know, and trying to like avoid choosing places that the conglomerate's gonna, you know, attack me for hasn't really, you know, and here I am a few weeks away from when I'm supposed to be leaving my apartment. You know, it's not like the property management is being sympathetic to the fact that you know, it's really difficult for me to find some place where code's not going to be an issue. So, you know, what is this? Brighton, think about that. Alston, think about that. You know, it's like I can't even when I do try to just, you know, choose it by city, think about just the name of the property management business, or like the development itself, or the street, or the number. It's not going to work out. It's nothing that I choose is going to be, you know, free of conglomerate code. So, you know, it's this Charlottesville thing. You know, I gotta live somewhere, but you know, I thought, all right, I will do this search, and here's this. You know, you kind of should object though. You really kind of should. You know, it's really not the best thing. I don't know if you are trying to refer to my situation with Tad Hale. I don't know what he ever told you. In fact, I did not have sex with him on a first date. We had a date. We had coffee, and then I went to my apartment and played Scrabble, and then he left and did not kiss me or anything. And I was fine with that. And I really was like I was like, eh, you know, I mean, he was okay at pool. He wasn't like that difficult to spend time with, but I just did not, you know, the feeling I got from him when I first met him was, you know, I don't know. It's just, I mean, I didn't, and then I saw him like it was a few weeks later, and I was just kind of curious to see what it would be like to kiss him. You know, I mean, I got started late with those things, and you know, I mean, the disruptions in my life in my late teens, and the things that happened to me and everything that I went through, just really, it wasn't even just a question of being overweight from the medication I was taking. It was just a question of having my everything about the way that I thought about my life be totally destroyed. I had no idea who I was anymore. So, and that's difficult. You know, it's really difficult to be able to get to know people, the people that you want to get to know, the way you would like to get to know them, when you are totally disoriented about the sort of person. You have no idea who you are. You don't even know who you are anymore, and you feel bad about yourself and all that sort of thing. It's also very difficult to have good relationships with people, anyone at all, even nice people, you know, that you really do like a whole lot, if you hate yourself. I didn't have a reason to hate myself, but I didn't know that. So, you know, and as far as like the next time he was over at my apartment, I had not planned to have sex with him, and it's you know, I've explained that story. It was not really something that I wanted to do. I'm not going to say what happened. I'm not going to call it what happened rape. I'm not going to do that. You know, it was not a good situation. It's not the sort of thing for which I would have gone to the police to press charges. You know, it would have been good if we would have been able to have like a real conversation about it, and I'm sure he would have if I had asked him to. Because he had better awareness of it than, you know, the person who I talked to about it, who was supposed to know what she was doing. She didn't know. She didn't. You know, she really did not. And she did that to me over and over again in other situations. It was just, you know, I mean, it was just various situations in which I felt like I wasn't in the right place, wasn't the right person, that sort of thing. She didn't care about how I felt about my life. She didn't care. And a therapist who doesn't care at all about your own opinion about your life is doing something wrong. You know, it's not like I was some little kid. And even little kids have, you know, have things to tell you that you should listen to if you really want to help them. So it's over. It's in the past. You know, and why it is you feel like you have to keep talking about it just says something about you. It doesn't mean anything about me. And then there's this. You know, I feel like maybe I can address this issue, you know, just talking about this one movie. I don't know if what you're trying to say with this is that you're trying to like, excuse what you did which was to, you know, not tell me that I was being videotaped in the shower. But you need to understand, there is nothing that's going to make this okay. Nothing at all. Nothing that you say, no movie that you do, nothing, no ad that anybody thinks of, nothing that anyone can ever say or do about what happened to me is going to make what happened to me all right. It doesn't excuse it. It doesn't make it all right. I'm not going to learn to like it. It's never going to be anything except a horrible thing in which you participated. And I want to make sure you understand that, because that's the way it is. You and everybody else. All right? It's never going to be all right.